Good morning, everybody. Today we have to discuss some most important measures used by an economy to correct its two most severe economic problem: excess demand and deficient demand. Dear student, problem of excess demand as well as deficient demand and differentiate between excess and deficient demand we already discussed till our previous class. So today we have to identify the measures. Actually, there are two types of measures used by our government to correct excess demand and deficient demand. See, all the measures are categorized between two categories: measures to correct excess and deficient demand. Is categorized between two categories. First is the fiscal policy and second is the monetary policy. Dear student, first of all we have to know about the meaning and importance of these two type of policy, and after that we may able to see the application of these two type of policy to correct our problem like excess and deficient demand. Dear student, here fiscal policy is under the control of Finance Ministry, Government of India. Means fiscal policy directly controlled by government, or you can say it is managed by Finance Ministry, Government of India. So under the fiscal policy, some tools are in simple. You can discuss revenue and expenditure policy. Revenue and expenditure policy of the government. See, whenever we talk about revenue and expenditure policy of the government, what the tools are available with us to know about this type of policy? So dear student, you can see the policy of the government through the budget or budgetary policy. But whenever we talk about monetary policy, it's a fiscal policy managed by Department of Finance, Government of India. It's managed by Department of Finance, Government of India, and monetary policy is managed by RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Under the monetary policy, we have to use the credit control policy. What are the tools? Credit control policy of the RBI divided between two: qualitative measures So, overall, we have to discuss about revenue policy and expenditure policy of the government under the fiscal policy and credit control policy under the monetary policy. Dear student, under the credit control, there are two types of policy used by RBI. One is quantitative, another is qualitative. And under the fiscal policy, government has policy regarding revenue as well as expenditure policy. So, see the different tools available under these type of policies and their utilization to correct excess demand as well as deficient demand. So come to the fiscal policy. First of all, we have to start with the fiscal policy and we'll try to observe the role of fiscal policy to control excess demand as well as deficient demand. See the fiscal policy of the government. Fiscal policy which is managed by Finance Ministry, Government See the fiscal policy. The first component, government expenditure, or popularly known as public expenditure. It's government expenditure of public expenditure. See the role in deficient demand and in excess demand. What should be or what should the role of government under the policy of its expenditure to correct deficient demand and excess demand. Dear students, see the components of expenditure. The components of expenditures are first is the expenditure on public works program. Means under the public work programs, a lot of construction laid by government, it may road, dams, bridges, etc. So here first component is expenditure on public work programs like road, dams, bridges, etc. See the second component of expenditure is on education and health. Expenditure on education and healthcare policy. Third, the next is expenditure on defense of the country. See the expenditure on defense of the nation, and D, the expenditure on various types of subsidies, subsidized policy. It's subsidies. See, what should do to correct if our economy is facing deficient demand? What our government has to do? Government has to do or use its effort to increase the demand in the market, because here in deficient demand, AD less than is corresponding to full employment. Here AD greater than is corresponding to full employment. Corresponding to full employment. See, full employment. So here AD lacking, but here AD is excess. So when aggregate demand is lower to aggregate supply, government had to use her effort to increase aggregate demand in this case. So in this case, everything, the expenses should increase by the government. गवर्नमेंट को सब कुछ इंक्रीज करनी है, अपने खर्च को इंक्रीज करनी है, बट whenever there is excess demand, these are decreased. So under the first policy, whenever we are facing the problem of excess demand, government expenditure should be decreased, but in case of deficit, it should be increased. See the next policy of government. It is the taxes policy. The second policy is tax. It means direct and indirect taxes. Dear student, taxes are the compulsory payment made to government by the household of people. These are the compulsory payment. Whenever economy facing deficient economy, in case of deficient, the goal of government to increase demand. So to increase demand, government has to decrease the taxes. Decrease the taxes. अगर टैक्स डिक्रीज होगी तो पब्लिक के पास सरप्लस कैश बचेगी टू क्रिएट डिमांड इन द मार्केट. एंड इन केस ऑफ एक्सेस डिमांड, अगर डिमांड ऑलरेडी ज़्यादा है तो गवर्नमेंट क्या करेगी, अपने टैक्स को इंक्रीज कर देगी. जैसे ही टैक्स इंक्रीज करेगा, पब्लिक कंपल्सरी पेमेंट गवर्नमेंट को बढ़ा देगी. मीन्स जो पीपल की हैंड में डिस्पोजेबल इनकम था वो रिड्यूस होगा और एग्रीगेट डिमांड ऑटोमेटिकली करेक्ट होगा. सी द नेक्स्ट पॉलिसी ऑफ फिस्कल, दैट इज पब्लिक बोरोइंग और पब्लिक डेट. The third policy, public borrowing or public debt. Dear student, whenever government is required to have more of cash to maintain or to meet her expenses, they two options with her. One to raise the revenue by increasing the tax, and other to raise the borrowing. If she wishes to raise borrowing, there is alternatives available before her. The first ideal option of borrowing for the government is to borrow the fund from the public. मीन्स अगर इंडियन गवर्नमेंट को फंड चाहिए तो मेन टारगेट, जो फर्स्ट टारगेट होती है, टू बोरो फ्रॉम द कॉमन पीपल. सो फ्रॉम द कॉमन पीपल अ लॉट ऑफ टूल्स डेवलप्ड बाय गवर्नमेंट टू बोरो. परंतु यू पीपल आर अवेयर विद द नेशनल सेविंग सर्टिफिकेट्स, प्रोविडेंट फंड्स, different type of pension schemes, etc. These schemes are under the control of the government, and under this scheme, government raising the borrowing from public to meet her expenses. So, in case of deficient demand, अगर डिमांड कम है मार्केट में, गवर्नमेंट को डिमांड बढ़ानी है, तो पब्लिक बोरोइंग डिक्रीज की जाए. मीन्स अपने लोगों से फंड कम ली जाएगी ताकि उनके पास सरप्लस फंड बचे टू क्रिएट इफेक्टिव डिमांड. बट इन केस ऑफ एक्सेस डिमांड, अगर मार्केट में ऑलरेडी डिमांड एक्सेस है, इट शुड बी इंक्रीज्ड. सो इन केस ऑफ बोरोइंग, व्हाट्स हैपन, what the other alternative if government leave the option of public borrowing, the ultimate, or you can say the last option, borrowing from the central bank. Borrowing from RBI or सेंट्रल बैंक. डियर स्टूडेंट, अगर गवर्नमेंट हमारी पब्लिक से बोरो नहीं कर रही तो उसके पास जो लास्ट ऑप्शन होती है बोरोइंग फ्रॉम आरबीआई. इट्स पॉपुलरली नोन एज डेफिसिट फाइनेंस पॉलिसी. मीन्स टू मेंटेन एक्सपेंसेस ऑफ द government had to create more burden by printing new currencies. आरबीआई फंड कहाँ से लाएगी? अगर उसके पास सरप्लस कैश है तब तो फंड रिलीज करेगी. अदरवाइज आरबीआई has exclusive right to issue the currency. She had to print the new currency to issue the loan to the government. So this is the deficit finance policy. Under this, in case of deficient demand में गवर्नमेंट को एक्सेस डिमांड क्रिएट करें, सो इट्स इनक्रीज. अगर गवर्नमेंट मोर फंड लेगी, मीन्स आरबीआई मोर कैश प्रिंट करेगी. मोर कैश प्रिंट करने का कॉन्सेप्ट है कि कैश की लिक्विडिटी राइज करेगी, एंड ड्यू टू इंक्रीज इन लिक्विडिटी ऑफ द कैश it will create effective demand into the market. But in case of depreciation, it's decreased. So dear students, these are the tools under the fiscal policy. Means government expenditure on different aspects, taxes policy with the government, public borrowing and borrowing from the RBI. The next policy is monetary policy. Next policy is monetary policy managed by RBI. See the different tools. In the chapter of banking, we already discussed almost all the tools used by RBI to control the credit. So we have to use the credit control policy. See the qualitative and quantitative. First is क्वालिटेटिव से ही स्टार्ट कर लो. क्वालिटेटिव मेजर्स. फर्स्ट is rationing of credit. Second is moral suasion. Rationing of credit, moral suasion. Quantitative measures. See the role of this in case of rationing of credit. What the role of credit? Higher the credit, higher the demand. Higher the credit, higher the liquidity of cash, and higher the liquidity of cash, higher the demand into the market. So the concept is, in case of deficient demand, rationing of credit should be liberal. Liberal policy used by government to rationing the credit. The rationing means the quota fixation for certain purpose. These are the purposive credit policy. It's liberal and it's in case of excess demand, restricted policy. Moral suasion. RBI persuade the bank with the or lucrate the bank to do what she wished to do. Means for the expansion and contraction of credit under the moral suasion, RBI can advise to the bank to release the credit. Means for the expansion of credit or contraction of credit. Here, restrict the lending or a restricted policy, but here liberal policy. Under the quantitative measure, these are the universal measure. See the bank rate and repo rate. Reverse repo rate. See the CRR and SLR. CRR T SLR. See the role of the policy. For the bank rate, bank rate directly linked with the rate of interest imposed by commercial bank. So higher the bank rate, higher the rate of interest on borrowing, lower the rate of bank rate, lower the rate of interest on borrowing. So in case of deficient demand, banks should increase more and more credit. So it's lower in case of deficient but higher in case of excess demand. Again for CRR and SLR, in all cases, low rate and high rate. See, the next, some other policies are under the quantitative measures. E. Margin requirements. For the margin requirement, it is the margin between the value of collateral and the value of credit. Higher the margin, lower the credit, lower the margin, higher the credit. तो यहाँ क्रेडिट हायर रखनी है तो it's wider or lower margin requirement is lower in case of deficient demand but higher in case of excess demand. जब मार्जिन रिक्वायरमेंट हाई हो मीन सपोज करो 80% credit can be created by the bank against the securities. Means if one person coming to the bank to deposit the collateral worth equal 1 lakh rupee, bank will be ready to advance the credit equal 80,000 only. Means here the gap between value of credit and collateral is 20%. Means if credit gap margin is 20%, bank can create the credit of 80,000 against the securities of 1 lakh. Suppose it's lower, less than 20, that is 10%. In case of lower margin requirement, she can create the credit equal 90,000. So in case of deficient, lower margin requirement, but in case of excess demand, higher margin requirement. So, dear student, open market operations, open market operations. Under the deficient demand, government RBI had to release the cash. So to release the cash, in case of open market operation, RBI purchased the securities. Means by purchasing securities, she will release the cash. But here RBI sells the securities. So dear student, these are the policies used by an economy to correct excess demand as well as deficient demand. So for today it's over now. Right now you may able to solve all the questions related to entire unit, determination of income and employment. So thanks all. We'll meet in the next class with the next unit.